Welcome to the Dummy Plug Podcast.
Welcome everyone to the Dummy Plug Podcast. I'm Gainer79. I'm being joined tonight by General Iowa,
Booga booga.
Asuka,
Hello.
Unit 2,
Hello.
and joining us for the first time ever, Chad.
Hello.
Alright. Well,
He's Unit Two's roommate and partner in crime.
he's
So
Unit 3.
Unit 3.
Unit
Oh my
3.0.
Hey, I like that.
Alright. Tonight on the podcast, we are going to be talking about Eva 3.0 plus 1.0. What does it all mean? What should we expect? When should we expect it? When the hell is the DVD for 3.0 coming out? We don't know. So anyway,
The important thing
I
to
need
remember.
alcohol for this.
The important thing to remember is that Anno hates you very much, and that he wants to see
He
you
wants you
miserable.
to know. He wants you to know that he hates you, and he hates you for consuming things.
No, I already know he hates me. I knew this a
Well,
long time ago.
So when I first heard about it's the title 3.0 plus 1.0, the first thing I thought was that's kind of weird. But then the second thing I thought was, of course it is. Like Anno's never let anything just be. Like he
Yeah.
can't finish anything the same way he starts it.
linear progression.
No.
What the
Like
hell
there's
is
just
that?
no way. It's like 25 and
That was one of the
26
things
were
that-
weird. Sorry?
Like that was one of the things that intimidated me away from the series initially. Was I was like, everyone was like, well, you got to watch it in this order, and I was like, okay, any show that has to be watched out of the order that it was released.
You mean like Haruhi?
But I'm so glad I did. Like what?
Like Haruhi?
Oh, you with all these obscure anime that I don't
That's
know
not
about.
obscure. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya? That thing's famous as fuck.
Oh, I need to watch that.
You mean Haruhi Suzumiya?
Yes, that one. That thing.
That thing that exists. So,
Yes.
If I remembered how to call you a white boy in Japanese, I would do it. But I don't remember how to call you. I think it might be Gajin, but I might be
yeah, I was
lying.
gonna say, I think
Oh,
I'm
Gaijin
also white.
works.
Yeah, that's Gaijin.
Baka white boy.
Yeah, well,
Whatever.
That's what I get for watching too much wrestling.
Filed under other series that I haven't watched because
All
I
right,
don't.
let's get
want to,
back on
whatever.
topic here. So,
Laziness.
so
All right, so the main thing I took away from it is one of my favorite things to say about Ava is that Ava is a story that repeats. I think that was first in like the EOE art book or something, right? Like the companion book for EOE. There was just like a page
Yeah,
and all it said was
the
Ava is a
last-
story that repeats.
The last page of the EOE art book was Ava is a story that repeats, and it was there are two fight scenes, I believe.
Oh,
My
the
mom just
first
got back.
angel.
She's trying to be really quiet, and it's funny. Say hi, Mom. Hi. That's my mom. She's visiting me. But anyway, it's two. I think it's two screenshots of fight scenes that are like basically mirrors.
I think it's the first angel attack, and then
And Asuka, I think.
and then Asuka fighting the
Yes.
UN in EOE.
yeah, I don't remember that.
And
Yeah, those two
ident-
fights are almost shot for shot identical.
I see.
So he
and
had
so
this
there-
idea of like cycles way back when.
So you think this was premeditated? This whole
Oh,
3.0 plus 1.0 thing?
Yeah,
I think
it's
everything
going to
does.
come back to this idea that Ava is a story that repeats. This whole thing with like loopers talking about like Kaoru, this whole fan theory that something about timelines. This
He's
idea
a looper.
this idea that the original show and the manga and the rebuilds are all like alternate timelines, bringing it all, basically validating that sort of thing.
So do you think that this 3.0 plus 1.0, is, supposing that it is the final installment here, do you think it'll bring it back to the beginning of the original series? Will it come back to like End of Ava, or will it go back to some other point in time that we're not familiar with. Maybe Second Impact.
I don't think he'll explicitly make reference to the other timelines, like the main series or the manga or anything, but I think it will somehow in some way tie it back to Rebuild 1. What else?
What if it's just the first Rebuild played backwards?
Good God. I mean, yeah.
I like the theory that Twitter came up with, that we would get there and some opening credits would roll and it would look like it was going to be legit, and then it would just be 3 hours of a picture of Anno but with his eyes flashing Hypnotoad style. And the tickets would be $25 each and people would totally buy them.
And we'd sit there for 3 hours wondering what the hell we were watching.
Why? I paid for this. Why?
And then somebody would try to find the deeper meaning within the Hypno.
And then I would run a panel about it.
I would say that'd be a whole nother podcast.
At 2 hours and 52 minutes, there's a distinct, little different squiggle in the Hypno.
Oh my God, I would though.
We analyzed the frequencies of the eyes, and there's a distinct change at 3 different points.
He uses some Christian symbolism in the squiggles in his eyes. He references Lilith on several occasions.
If I remember the original series correctly, it would be 2 hours and 15 minutes. It would be an hour of the theme song. It would be 15 minutes of Anno Hypnotoad Eyes, and then it would be an hour of Fly Me to the Moon. And I would watch it.
And we would pay money out the ass to watch it.
I'm
Special edition DVD.
I'm only watching that if it's the Sinatra version of Fly Me to the Moon. Other than that, no dice.
I hope it's the Ray's voice actress version.
Yeah, I like that one.
Or the dance remix.
I did not like the weird, the dance remix.
Oddly enough, and this
Wait, what?
I've seen. Oddly enough, the first time I even knew about the dance
ones.
remix, I was at a karaoke booth.
Yeah, they play. I forget when they start doing it, but for a couple episodes, "Fly Me to the Moon" is a pop techno dance remix.
Yeah, I remember that. I was not amused the first time I heard
Fly
that.
Me to the Moon. I think it's the most abrupt possible way to I just like when it's a really dramatic episode and it gets really quiet and then just fly me to the moon and let me.
I'm kind of sad EOE didn't end with it. Just
I would have pissed.
How disgusting!
What if 3.0 plus 1.0 ends with that? What if that's a for real thing?
It would. I could see it happening based on the fact that it hasn't happened yet.
God.
I'll wait for it.
There's going to be something like that, some huge callback to the original series, and all of the old fans in the theater are going to go, "What?"
Yeah, except the worst part, it'll be covered by somebody that completely sucks.
In all seriousness, though, what do you guys think is actually going to be in 3.0 plus 1.0? Last time we saw the gang, they were trekking across the desert.
Wait! I gotta take a break.
A couple skin-tight suits and a Walkman
a bag
for some reason.
They've got a bag. Ray has the Walkman. Okay, do you remember what I said in the car when we were leaving the movie, when we saw it? What if we were just talking about this? Imagine if it were coming this fall, the story of 3 friends adventuring across, whatever. And then it's that one song in the trailer that's on the way.
Oh God, that's stupid song. You hear him every bad late 80s movie.
Just picture with the end of 3.0 though, just one bossy redhead, one boy struggling to find himself,
and Ray
and their friend,
and a robot learning to love.
Send me on my way.
All right,
Homeward Bound 4.
So, as for what's going to be in 3.0 plus 1.0, I have no idea where to even begin because everything we know up to this point is probably false.
So the logical place to begin would be the fan service at the end with the what was it, Unit 2 plus Unit 7?
Oh, the Frank and Ava.
Yeah. that fighting off
if that doesn't point directly to Asuka and Mari being 100% canon, I will burn the theater down with everyone inside of it. I will do it.
Are we talking about Mari and Asuka like Yuri action? Because that would be awesome.
No,
it's called lesbians, and yes, they're homos. Get over it.
I fully support this idea. Somebody fund it. And I just had a great idea about how this could all actually end up happening. So how like up to this point we've like when they do like the next episode coming soon thing, and like all that crap that we see at the end for like the previews has not been in any of the movies.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That the preview for 2 did not happen. Like what in 1 when they previewed 2, it was just false.
Yeah, and 2 then 2 into 3 didn't happen either. So what if this whole 3.0 plus 1.0 thing, like we go through whatever's going to be in 3.0, but then we come back around to like 1.0, and all of a sudden it's all the stuff that we saw in the previews.
That would be the most meta thing I've ever heard, and I would love it.
What if it's just 2 hours of Gendo and Fuyuti in the No Girls Allowed moon orbiter, like playing Go and like not. That was definitely a gunshot.
Oh, great!
Ladies and gentlemen, this podcast brought to you by Smith & Wesson.
This podcast brought to you by the mean streets of Cincinnati. No, but like I don't know if I have high hopes for this movie or not. Mostly because I don't want to wait. I know it's not going to come out until next year, and then it's going to be another 3 years before I can get it on DVD.
It probably won't even be next year because over the summer, Kara put out an open call for a new animator. I imagine they hired somebody, and
I'm gonna be too old to watch anime by the time this movie comes out.
I'd like for it to come out in 2015, just because 2015. But I don't think that's a reasonable hope.
What if, like, just in case I die first, what if you, like, rig the inside of the lid of my coffin with a TV that you can, like, stream it to as soon as it comes out? Because I'm going to die waiting for this movie to come out.
If it comes to that, I will be sure to do it.
Don't worry, they'll have Ava in the afterlife.
Best friend. They better not. I will be so pissed.
Oh, they better not. That would be.
I will be so pissed. If I die and death is not a release from this dumb anime, I will be so pissed. If death itself does not release me from this stupid anime, I will be pressed. Pressed.
If Unit 2 has to do the whole screen in the casket thing, then I call dibs on what goes on the tombstone. And
What if on the tombstone it's just an LED or whatever, a screen of some kind? Whatever.
I was just gonna put. I died waiting for a dumb anime to come out.
No, my headstone is gonna say, daughter. Whatever, like mother, friend, whatever the Christ. And then it's going to say, I can't believe I ate the whole thing. That's what my headstone is going to say.
All right.
But what if we hold on.
This was a big-ass satellite dish on it just to power that
this
power that TV
to Ava. This relates to Ava. But what if a video screen that isn't triggered until you get too close to the thing, and then it's just like like super loud. But yeah. Movies.
All right. Anyway, back on topic here. So we still have no idea what this meaning of 3.0 plus 1.0 is. You know, we can only speculate at this point that this is even going to end, because let's face it, you know, they're going to milk this thing for all it's worth.
Well, I mean, they have over 20 some odd years.
Udders are
but
shriveled.
I do think this idea that they're going to somehow try to tie it back to the beginning, some sort of repetition, like this idea of repetition, they've milked that for so long. Like,
it's a loop.
There was Ava's story that repeats, and then before the title 3.0 plus 1.0, the working title was Coda, which is the musical symbol for repetition.
Which is what the musical symbol for specifically when you come to the end, return to the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what 3.0 plus 1.0 means in my head.
I mean,
like it means not quite 4.
Here's what I could see happening, and this is like the most stupid profiteering thing I could ever see, is if this is if we go by the story that repeats theory, this could all end up coming back to the original series. Like they'll just splice in the original footage and just start doing like the first episode over in the original series footage, and then it'll be like, you know, what is it, like the 25th anniversary of Ava. So they'll just promote the shit out of the original series 25th anniversary edition. And
I mean, they're not mean. Like,
are you
Ano may hate us, but he still loves his creation. He still has enough self-respect that he wants his creation to be the best it can be.
But at the same time, you know, he's got people above him who are like, you know, we could just totally just milk this thing.
I think they've done a pretty good job of milking it without ruining it.
Need I remind you of the Ava buckets?
I want an Ava bucket. I want at least one Ava bucket.
At least. I spaced out. It's not really so much, the movies have never really been about milking it. Like, he's probably not that thoroughly a part of the marketing department, if you know what I mean. Like, his involvement is probably almost solely in the development of the movies and that stuff, because marketing is left up to professionals that are trained in that. Like, they're selling you that because they know you're going to buy it. So I think Ano is probably just going to go, like, balls to the wall insane in this one. Like, everything that you thought he wouldn't go for, he's going to go for. And he's already gone for some pretty crazy crap. So
yeah, but then
the other thing with the marketing thing, is that they do have a substantial effect over the marketing. Like, you look at the thing that's going on right now with the Funimation dub, they could have just let that go. Like, if it was up to the marketing guys, they could have just let that go.
I mean Ano himself. And I don't mean marketing. I'm saying Ano's involvement is the films. That's where he's heavily involved. And he probably doesn't come up with the merchandising. That's probably his marketing team, or Kara's marketing team, or Gainax's marketing team. So I feel like the milking doesn't necessarily come from Ano as it does from his staff. So,
but I'm saying he has, like, the actual content producers, Kara and Ano, have significant control over all of their staff.
Oh yeah, no, I understand. I don't know. I don't think he cares about that, honestly.
All right, well,
I don't get.
let's get an opinion from our new friend here, Chad. What do you think about all this?
Yeah, I've been kind of sitting back and just listening, because I am admittedly the least knowledgeable person on this panel right now. But I think it's interesting. Asuka, you were talking about the fact that it was called Coda. Specifically, from what I remember from playing music, Coda it's not just repeating. Coda is what happens after you've repeated however many times you're going to repeat, and it's the last little chunk that ends it. So the idea that this movie might working title be called Coda is intriguing, because that might imply that, okay, this is a story that repeats, but it's repeated as many times as it's going to do, and this is what's going to end it. But at the same time, the 3.0 plus 1.0 thing also makes it sound like it's just looping back to the beginning.
So you're saying this whole thing is repeated as much as it's going to repeat, and now it's just going to finally put the finishing touch on it all.
I'm saying that that's what is implied by naming it Coda.
Okay.
Now,
well, it's.
And
I don't know.
about
I think we were mistaken. I think we were mistaken in calling it Coda. Chad, it's like the bars with a dot.
That
They're
is
like
a Coda.
it's just
no,
repeat sign.
The bars with the dot is a repeat sign. Okay. Sorry.
Well,
but it was
I think
called
we're mistaken
Coda.
in
Like,
calling
it was
it Coda.
hang on. It was the symbol, but when it was written in English, it was written Coda. So either he's confused or he's intentionally being confusing, which is
possible.
That seems about
so him.
I personally, now I haven't read the manga. I've seen, I think, one of the rebuilds. I've watched all of the original series in EOE, but I'm like, I know that it's a real popular, it's basically the accepted opinion that Ava's a story that repeats.
Right.
I tend to get a little cynical with these things, and yes, you can look at it as a story that repeats.
He means all things.
Yeah. But I tend to lean more towards it's a show that was very popular and they want to do it again, so they're going to do it again. I try not to read as deeply into these things. I have no business being on this podcast, clearly. But
you provide an interesting viewpoint here as a
seriously
more casual fan of the series as opposed to us, the hardcores.
And we have viewers all over this, like, or listeners all over the spectrum. So I'm sure there's somebody that's listening to this going, "Yeah, Chad's got it. Keep Chad on the podcast."
Also, real quick, I would like to defend myself because in the first episode of this podcast, I was called out.
Oh crap!
For being, I was the unnamed person in air quotes that said that there wasn't a likable character on this show, which is false. Because first of all, you didn't clarify that I like Pen.
Oh yeah, Pen.
Pen. Exactly. And also I do really enjoy Misato and Ritsuko. I like like the secondary characters. Even oh god, I'm gonna get torn apart. The two boys at school who I can't remember their names.
Kensuke.
Yeah.
Kensuke
Toji and his little buddy who videotapes things.
Kensuke is the videotaper.
Okay.
Toji's the big buff jock.
Yes. Like I like
cosplay
them.
Toji.
Like, there are characters that I enjoyed watching. It's mainly just Shinji and Asuka that I basically can't stand. And I just needed to defend myself because I got called out for it.
Oh, it was okay. I'll apologize.
I know. I'm joking.
All right.
Let's go back.
I think we're good with that. But so let's get back to 3.0 plus 1.0, guys. So
it's just difficult because there's so little to say. We know so little.
I know. Well, in the midst of all of this nonsense going on, the question now is, when should we expect this thing? Because
never.
I mean, we're still in DVD hell with 3.0 as it is, and now we have this announcement about 3.0 plus 1.0, but it's like, is 3.0 plus 1.0 going to come out before the DVD for 3.0 comes out?
No.
At this point, we don't know.
I'd say they're in early production, probably like early stage animation. I'd imagine the story is done, if not done, then close to being done. The idea is definitely there.
So we have a script, but we don't have animation 1 to this thing. Is what you're thinking?
That's what it seems like to me.
Okay.
They're not going to release the DVD for 3.0. They're not going to release the final movie first or before the DVD for 3.0 because American audiences have only had one opportunity to see that movie so far legally. I'm not counting people that have watched rips because the rips of it that I have found are absolutely awful. Like, they're just awful. So American audiences that don't watch subs have only seen this movie once, if that. Like, there are more people than I can count that haven't even seen 3 yet. And so I think they're going to make sure that gets distributed to a wide audience, or to the maximum audience, before they drop this next movie on us.
Well, the question becomes, when should we expect 3.0 to come out? Because right now our tentative date is sometime in 2015. I believe February was rumored.
Yes.
So
I think Funimation's already rallied the troops to do the run through. I don't know if that's done, or I'd imagine it's in progress.
Yeah. I mean, from what I heard, we
should email Tiffany Grant about that.
Yeah,
I can do that right now. She probably won't answer me.
Do you think she'd know even?
She's the voice of Asuka, Langley, Shikinami, whatever the Christ.
Well,
so...
I know, but that doesn't mean they're necessarily going to tell her anything.
Yeah.
It's not like
they're gonna ask
it might
to come
it
back.
Might mean that she's.
Why don't we
under
hold
contract
off
not
on
to.
that for right now?
I'm not going to. You're fine.
Because we can save that for a special bonus episode later on.
We should ask her to be on this.
I'll talk to you about that later.
Oh.
Anyway, so 3.0 plus 1.0. Should we expect it in 2015? Let's go there.
No.
I'd say no.
Not even by winter 2015.
No.
No.
All right, 2016.
No.
I'd say middle to late 2016 at the earliest.
I'd say
Holiday season 2016.
I was gonna say I think Christmas is a good projected date because
I got $20 on 2017. Calling it now.
New Year's 2017.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a little prediction.
Actually, my prediction is for the Japanese, so I'd say it won't come to the U.S. until 2017.
Yep.
Okay, I'm looking at the release dates from the previous movies, and they are sporadic at best. The first one came out in September in Japan. Second one came out in June in Japan, and the third one came out in November in Japan. And each of them, 2007, 2009, and 2012 respectively, but each of them took 2 years to make it to the United States.
Right.
2 full years, like
Yep.
September to November, June to March, November to January.
And
So
then
they
also
took
to remember the
two
production
full-
schedule got screwed up royal.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
gonna take longer for this one.
Mm-hmm.
And in between each, there's 2 to 3 years. So I guess 2015, based off of because between the Japanese movie usually comes out the same year as the English dub of the previous movie. So if the English dub of 3.0 comes out and is distributed in the United States in 2015, then I think then we can assume that it'll be coming out soon. But if not,
For all we know, this could not happen until 2020.
well, with doing the math, I think the furthest off we could expect it is 2016. I think that's the furthest.
For the Japanese?
Yes.
No, we'll just wait till 2112 and do a Rush reference.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay.
But yeah.
So I have a question because I don't know how much you guys know about the production of these movies. It's a hell of a lot more than me. Do you know? First of all, have any idea what's happening with the production of this movie right now? Like, are they just writing the script?
Well,
In June, they put out the animation company Kara put out an open call for a new animator. So the assumption with that was that they were looking for a new animator for Ava.
which is so sad. I love the animator that did 3.0.
I'm sure the
I
style
loved
will be
it.
the same. They just needed, and maybe they needed another person. Maybe the workload
they
was too
need more
big.
people.
Yeah,
People are starting to have mental breakdowns.
I have a feeling that they didn't bring in like a key animator. They might have just brought somebody to do background work or
Yeah.
Mental
just minor
breakdowns with
details.
Ava.
It's not one person drawing everything in an entire movie.
Oh no, I didn't
No,
think
it's-
so.
It's not. Yeah, it's not traditional animation. It's all computerized.
Yeah, you got to realize, even with modern technology, a modern anime studio might employ somewhere in the range of 1,000 employees for a single thing.
Yeah, most of the rebuilds, I'm pretty sure, if not all of the rebuild, like all of the animation of the rebuilds is like 3D models and like all 3D stuff that is then kind of
Well, they
modified.
rotoscoped. They did a ton of rotoscoping and mocapping for the most recent one, and you can see it. Everything looks so smooth and like delightful in the most recent one. Especially the piano scene, looks really fantastic.
Oh yeah, I was
because
gonna
they
say
did because they rotoscoped like
it
everything
looked
in it.
very, very natural for that. I'm very pleased with the
Yeah.
animation.
If I can find
so
the
it is
thing that I
possible
had
that
about
they
it,
didn't.
I'm gonna post it on the website.
It's possible that they didn't lose anybody, but they are looking for another person to distribute the workload.
Side note: did you know that the Ava rebuild movies grossed $119,110,497 in Japan?
To get collectively or each?
Collectively, collectively, altogether. The most
100
recent
million?
one, 119. The most recent one grossed almost $60 million.
Wasn't it the best opening weekend for a movie in Japan?
Yes.
It was
Didn't it
until
be-
Frozen happened.
Oh, that's right.
Let it go.
Shut
Let
up.
it go.
Which you're still mad about that for no reason, by the
Who,
way.
me?
Yes.
Topics.
I heard that Guardians of the Galaxy just opened there this weekend, so wait for that.
Fingers crossed.
Anyway.
We just want to see Ava fail so badly.
I just want to see
like,
3.3.
relationship.
I just want a DVD of 3.33. That's all I want.
You know, what if they just wait and decide screw everything? We're gonna release 3 and 4 together.
I would cry.
Special edition bundle pack.
Double box set.
It better be on Blu-ray.
Blu-ray only.
Okay, I'm good with Blu-ray.
It'll be on Laserdisc just to screw with you.
Oh no, HD DVD.
No, yeah,
1.44 megabyte floppy disk.
Of
It'll be on
video.
Betamax.
Yeah, exactly. I'll get Betamax.
It's going to be on a USB that you have to mail around the world to different Ava fans, and it has to pass through the fandom like that.
I will get it on Betamax, and then I will go to Anime Iowa, and I will get Greg Ayers to sign it.
Sisterhood of the Traveling
Ava.
USB card.
Traveling life-ruining anime.
Wait, I didn't know Gantz was making the rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, talk about life-ruining anime.
What? Okay, wait. Here's a question. What is one thing that you hope to see in these movies? I hope to see lesbians.
I legitimately hope to see Shinji get a bright slap.
Oh God, yes.
Wait, what?
Okay, if you ever watched
never
the
seen
original Gundam, Bright Noah, whenever he has to discipline Amuro, just smacks the shit out of him. So I need someone to do that to Shinji just once. I don't care
Just
if
hit
it's
him.
huh?
Just, like, hit him.
Just smack him across the face. Just open palm, forehand, smack across the face.
I hope it's Ray.
Yeah,
Could you
because
imagine?
if Asuka,
Could you imagine the stunned silence in the theater if that happened?
yes.
No. The sun's silence would be if Kawaru did it.
Well, I think that would come after the stunned silence of Kawaru being alive.
Yeah, Kawaru's alive. Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Secondly,
You said stunned silence, but when I heard you say Kawaru being alive, I heard ravenous screams of fangirls.
okay.
Over.
Okay. Yes, Asuka is correct.
This is Ava. We'll resurrect Kawaru because God knows we can.
And then kill him even worse.
And the first thing he does is slap the crap out of Shinji for letting it happen.
No, he'll die, and there will be more really bad canned sound effects when he dies again. Like, I'm still not over when he dies. They literally use, when the collar explodes, the sound effect that Nickelodeon used for, like, the slime.
No, I think they used a different one for that. It was still pretty bad. The one you're talking about is from EOE when Misato shoots the dude's head off.
It's literally
which
the
they just
slime.
threw on for extras.
It was such a dramatic scene. And then that sound effect just killed it.
Ruined.
Thanks,
Oh my
Nickelodeon.
I got slimed one time. That happened. Anyway, no, I just want happiness for some of the characters that aren't Shinji. I just don't care about his happiness anymore. I really want, like...
We're not getting that, by the way.
I know we're
happy?
No, anyone happy.
There's no money in a happy Asuka.
There's
Mari's like permanently happy forever.
Yeah, Mari's already, by the way, Gaynor,
Yeah.
Mari still not getting explained, so don't hold your breath.
What if the theory that Mari is Asuka's sister comes true? Like, what if all of these crazy crack theories that we have are like 100% true?
Then I think we should all be.
Ano's been listening to us all these years and just decided, you know what? Screw it, they were right.
We should be committed to a mental institution for being correct.
I think we should get paid.
No. Okay. Yes. No. I think we should just get paid for being, fans of this franchise for as long as we have been.
I would quit cosplay if we ended up right. If the theory, or even, I don't know, probably not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say that.
Wait. So wait, Asuka, let me just think about this. Let me just think about everything you've said up to now and what we just happened.
Oh no.
So if Mari turns out to be Asuka's sister, do you still want the lesbians?
No.
No.
Well, I still
first
want.
off,
I still want.
they're legal
I still want
sisters. They're not related.
It doesn't matter.
It matters. I still want Asuka to be gay because she's been written as gay this entire show, and I want them to commit to it.
So,
this show has a really bad habit, especially with Shinji and Kaoru, of not committing. Like, Shinji is written to be homosexual. Like, that is how he is written. If you read it from, like, not even if you read it from that perspective, that's how his character is, like, that's how it. So, and they write the same way. I'm trying to word it properly because
I'm sorry, that sound
he's written
effect.
he's written as homosexual, and then the story kind of dances around it. They say it without saying it, and I wish that Kara
Well, they did a
or
better
whatever.
job. They did a better job of it in the manga because in the manga, there's a page where it just straight up says like, "I loved him." Like,
Yeah, and that's
it's
what I'm saying
there.
is like, and they only did that because the manga isn't seen by as many people as the show is, and I wish they would stop tap dancing around it and be like, look.
I don't know. I'd say they did it in
character.
the manga
Let's say
because
Asuka
like
ends
manga
up
was sort of
having-
a rewrite. Like, we can do this better.
Yeah.
All right, so wait. So let's say that Asuka ends up being a lesbian. Who is she going to be a lesbian with at this point?
Mari.
But that's her sister. We don't want that because that would just be weird.
Legal sister. Legal. Legal.
Hey, what if she ends up with Toji's sister?
Isn't Toji's sister dead?
Not in
No,
this
not in
one.
Rebuild.
No,
Oh.
She's alive.
She's alive.
I don't
and has
know.
a boner for Shinji.
I don't think there's any need. I don't think just because we're labeling Asuka's sexuality, we need to necessarily pair her off with anyone. Like she seems like the type of character that doesn't need to be paired off with anybody for her sexuality to stand alone. And I always read Asuka as gay, and I like her.
If
So,
we're
Asuka,
gonna,
this is anime. We're gonna ship the hell out of it.
if we're gonna pair
Oh, if
anybody,
we're shipping,
if
then
we're gonna
we're
pair
shit.
anybody who are actually lesbians, it's gonna be Ritsuko and Maya, because you know that, or or is Maya really? Well, no, because see, that's my biggest problem with like doing that is because I always thought maybe Maya's not really a lesbian. Maybe she's just as I've said before, maybe she just loves Ritsuko and that's it. It's like not all women just that woman.
So she's
Like,
She's
again,
demisexual, demi-romantic.
it's like again, I'm going to do this because I did this as anime I watch. She's Kaorin from Azumanga. Kaorin is in love with Sakaki, not women, just Sakaki. So Maya's in love
It
with
makes
Ritsuko.
sense.
Maya loves Ritsuko, not women.
Maya makes
Ritsuko.
me hurt. Talking about Maya makes me hurt.
Because she got 20 seconds of screen time in 2.0 in the last movie.
Maya is my child. I love Maya. Anyway, you guys, what is one thing you're looking forward or hoping will make it into the final movie?
Okay,
I
so
want that
one
thing
thing
to happen.
so seriously, what do I want to happen?
You said Gainer. Did you say Frank and Ava?
Yes,
I want the Frank and
Yeah.
Ava to happen.
Yeah, he really wants the Frank and Ava.
Because just think about that. If they have a dual cockpit with Mari and Asuka, just think of the banter. It would be amazing.
I don't know what like for serious. I don't know what I want because I actually kind of like the idea of not expecting anything with Ava. I mean,
I'm not expecting any of this to come true. I'm just like, in a perfect world, what would you have?
Ava makes sense.
No, I don't want Ava to make sense because when things make sense, it's not fun. Like Cowboy Bebop, I love that show, but it makes sense. There's not much to talk about.
There aren't hundreds of panels to be held about a show that makes perfect sense.
No, there's really not.
All right. If you don't have an answer, Kamal, what's yours?
Well, along with the Frank and Ava thing, I want a giant epic battle. I want lots of Avas fighting lots of other Avas.
Like, you want like Asuka's like final scene in
Yes,
EOE.
that is my favorite 10 minutes of that movie.
That's my favorite
but
10 minutes
also-
of anything.
But also, I want a resolution to the Gendo Misato conflict. I
like
feel like
why
that
why
kind of
Vila exists?
deserves more explanation. Because of
Like,
all the
why-
criticisms I've heard of 3, the biggest thing was that they didn't really explain too well why everybody hated each other.
Pretty sure it's because Gendo tried to destroy the world for his own means.
No,
Right, but
I think there's something else there is the thing.
What, Misato's
They-
got a boner
they-
for Gendo and wants her senpai to notice her?
Everybody has a boner for Gendo.
Yeah, the
like
exposition on those 14 years that we missed is kind of light. And also, I want it resolved and not just hanging.
Yes.
That's the big thing.
You just want to see loose ends tied up.
Maybe
Yeah.
that's what the plus 1.0 is we're going to go into that 14-year gap.
I'd like to know what happened to Kaji.
He died.
I think that, now that we bring it up, I think that's what's going to end up happening is we're not going to, this is not going to be the final movie. they're gonna do what they're gonna do is they're gonna go to that desert scene, show the kids walking away, then they're gonna backtrack it to like just after Shinji, has third impact and whatever, and they're gonna just explain that 14-year gap in the course of a movie.
I'll be so pissed.
I would actually be really livid at that. I'd rather them go forwards, not go backwards.
But at the same time, like that'll be like the first half of the movie, and then they'll go into the new stuff.
I just realized that on the wiki page for the rebuild of Eva movies, like they have the name written in English and then in kanji, and then they have it written in like English letters but in Japanese, and I swear to God it says Evangelion. I'm dead serious.
Amazing. Neon Genesis Evangelion. Evangelion. Oh.
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
I'd like to take this moment to point out that the Dummy Plug podcast is not racist against anybody.
No, we're not. It's funny though, and that's not really how people pronounce that in Japan. Like that's not really how they sound. So it's even funnier that it says it right here. How much you want to bet someone from like the Ava Geeks forum did this? We love you guys, but how much you want to bet?
We don't love them.
$20.
I love Ava Geeks. I like them.
$20.
How do we feel about Ava Geeks?
I'm neutral. I'm Switzerland.
Ava Geeks are all right. Chad, what do you want to see in this movie?
I would like to
I don't want to see this movie.
No. How dare you?
Let the man speak, damn it.
No.
I need to see more of these so I could understand more of the whole expanded universe. No, I'd like to see a huge mind-fucking out of nowhere twist that no message board has predicted, that is clear cut in what exactly happened, but is also completely ambiguous in what it means in the big picture.
What a twist!
Fourth
like
impact,
if that makes
the
sense.
rise of Pen and the Penguin Army.
Yeah, like something crazy that some person is actually some other person, or they're two people who we never considered being related or whatever. And
that would actually
something
be super
cool. That's one of those, it's clear cut, like they say, hey, this is what happens, but then it's kind of left up to you to figure out what that means. I think that would be cool. Also,
I've got it. Gendo is a
us.
clone of Misato's father.
Gendo is a clone of. Everybody's clones. Everybody's robots.
He's a conglomerated clone of everybody's father.
The movie ends with Gendo sitting up in bed in a cold sweat next to Yui. I just had the craziest dream.
For the last 20 years.
It's all inside a snow globe.
Hold on. And then at the very end, after he talks to Yui for a couple minutes, you just hear crying in the next room.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God damn it.
And then like immediate, like not even.
No, it's Fly Me to the Moon. Come on.
Not even black. No, but like not even black to that. Like just a jump cut from the end of the movie to Fly Me to.
If this is in a theater, I'm throwing a soda at the screen and storming out to get a refund.
I will stand and applaud. I will stand.
Storm outside to buy another ticket.
I'll take two more.
I don't understand what happened. Now shut up and take my money.
Just throw your wallet. How many tickets I can get from this? Do it now.
How much would I have to pay you to get me to show you to get you to show me the last 15 minutes on loop for like an hour? But really, I agree with Chad. That would be super cool to just
throw everything we know of Ava out the window. It's not going to make any more sense.
And then, everything I know about this show, it would be totally on par for them to throw some crazy twist that completely throws off everything you thought you understood about the show, the whole series, and then just never coming back to it. Just either ending the entire thing with that or starting again, like starting a new reboot.
I still hold the possibility that it's going to end with Shinji looking at his own self.
Yes, and it's going to be Campus Apocalypse Shinji just to piss you off.
If that happens, I'm done.
What if somebody kills Shinji in the first like 3 minutes of this movie? And I mean abruptly.
Every theater that everyone is going to cheer loudly.
I mean like gun to the temple, like abrupt.
Yeah, everyone's going to start cheering. Everyone will start cheering and doing yes chants, and the internet will explode in love and rainbows and happiness.
And Anno will just self-destruct, like, you didn't get it!
Oh, yeah, a mushroom cloud just suddenly happens in Japan, and everyone is extremely confused as to what happened.
Iowa, dude.
No, I stand by that because it's going to. I stand by that. I know. Yeah, too soon, my butt. That was 70 years ago.
Not that one.
Not that.
Oh, that wasn't a mushroom cloud. That was a meltdown.
Mushroom cloud. That's different.
We're sorry, Japan. We really like you.
Chernobyl would be more of a mushroom cloud than Fukushima.
Just stop.
I did a report on Chernobyl one time.
I don't want to talk about it.
Wait, what?
We did a report on Chernobyl, and I don't want to talk about it.
All I know about Chernobyl, I learned playing Call of Duty.
So nothing then.
Yeah,
Chernobyl is a place.
Yeah, Chernobyl is an place. It had an thing happen. No one's there anymore at the end.
All right. Well, since we have Chad on, I figured we might as well have another little special guest be on our show. No, come here. You're doing it. I already said you're doing it. Get in here. Get in here.
You're doing it. Oh God.
They can't see you. They can hear you though. Okay, so Mom, say hi to the internet, guys. revolutionofava.org. This is my mom. My mom who puts up with all of my cosplay bullcrap and all of my panels and all of my going to conventions and is really proud of me and stuff. And she got me framed pictures of my cosplays. And this is my mom. Mom, what do you think of like anime in general? What do you think of anime in general? Mom, this is gonna be great. Come on. She's mouthing, I'm not gonna talk at you. Come on, just listen. What? No. She's like, they're gonna think you're lying if I don't talk. I'm so crazy.
Except we already heard her say hi earlier.
So now we're gonna have 5 minutes of Asuka chasing her mother around a
I'm gonna get the talk for real. The last 5 minutes of this podcast, it'll be great. Say two things. Come here. Two things.
Come on. Unit 2, your future mother-in-law is going to get on the podcast. How do you feel about that?
Okay.
I am okay with this.
Yeah,
how do you feel about
going
Kamal's here. See, now she'll talk because she knows you're here.
Hello.
This weird thing about
Kamal. Are we on the air?
We're live.
We're on the air. All right. So now that you're on the radio, get that out of your mouth.
4 sticks.
See, it's magical. It's magical. Make a wish. Okay.
Ow.
How do you feel about anime in general, or what you know of it?
I think it's fine.
I didn't mean like, do you approve of it? I meant like, what do you think of the anime conventions you've seen? Because you've kind of been peripherally involved with them since I was a freshman in high school. I mean, Jack's been to them. I've been to them.
It's not my cup of tea.
No, but
it's a little bizarre.
Speak up so they can hear you.
They can hear me.
We hear her fine.
What do you think of cosplay specifically? What do you think of it?
I don't know. Like an extended Halloween.
That's fair. That's fair. She left. She's done. Ladies and gentlemen, Asuka's mom! Except not actually, because she didn't...
Yeah, let's not go into
that. Yeah. No, we understand.
She still recognizes me as her child, so...
That's good.
That's always handy.
Yeah.
So yeah, forums, that was my mom. Woo!
Rebelivingalian.org.
Yeah, not revolution.
We accept all kinds.
Sorry.
Tis fine.
It's all right. We're good. So
okay. After ASEN, my mom still she asked me about 15 times what this thing is that I went to. She still doesn't understand what it is.
I'm glad my dad was introduced to my anime fandom years and years ago, so he understands I enjoy going to these things and that it's full of crazy people. But the funny thing is that my dad actually likes some anime because he's old enough to remember when Astro Boy first made it to the United States.
Holy crap!
And he's an Astro Boy fan.
My favorite thing that my mom does with cosplay is every time we're talking about a convention, she consistently gets the name of whatever convention we're talking about just slightly wrong. Like Ramen Con is Ramacon. Asen is Asin, and it drives me crazy when she calls it Asin. I'm like, it's short for Anime Central. Damn it.
So,
speaking of Ramen Con, I am unfortunately not going to be able to attend, Asuka.
Yeah, I wish I could go too, but you know.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
I originally was planning on going. However, due to circumstances beyond my control, well, actually they were within my control. I just decided to do it. I will not be attending Ramen Con. Instead, I will be attending a tournament at my local arcade. So.
Oh God! Are you trying to get one of your records back?
Oh no, I took care of that yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I saw I saw that you took back your Guilty Gear record.
Yes, thank you. No, myself and my good friend, we are competing in a NFL Blitz '99 tournament, an Arch Rivals tournament, and a Pigskin tournament. It is going to be amazing.
Cool.
I'm
At least win the Blitz one, all right?
That's going to be hard, actually.
Do it anyways.
The last time we played, we got knocked out by the guys who took second place. So.
Well, then grab a chair and whack one of them.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Damn
so
it.
since that con is next weekend in Merrillville, Indiana, should I go over? I'm gonna go over our panel.
Yes,
really
by
quick.
all means, go over.
Yeah, go for it.
My panel, Garden of Ava, Religious Symbolism in Evangelion, is on Friday at 5 in panel room 2. Kamal's panel is at... I don't remember when. I think it's Sunday.
I think it is.
I'm
Sunday.
scrolling. Their
Yeah,
schedule is kind
didn't
of
you
weird.
say that he got the same time I did last year?
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now because it's the schedule is kind of bizarre, like to look at.
So 2015 Ramen Con, if I go, I will make sure to do a panel at that time as well to keep the streak going.
Yeah. I can't hold on. I'm gonna go on their actual website. It's definitely happening though. It's a thing.
All right.
To the interwebs.
Well, while you do that, we will remind all our wonderful fans that please go to and support Ramen Con, support us. And also, we are hoping and praying to all holy gods of anime that, you know, we will get accepted for Anime Central 2015 because I submitted the thing and God hope. Just start hoping.
That thing?
Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to noon.
There we go. That's what did Gendo say and things you might have missed.
I was actually going to ask about it. That is it going to just be us two, or are we having other people help us with that, Gaynor?
Oh,
yeah,
actually,
unfortunately, Asuka and I will not be at.
We know which.
ASIN 2015.
We are welcoming back a friend of ours.
Okay, that's interesting. You're gonna have to explain that one to me off the air.
Yeah.
Also, one more quick Ramen Con plug, and then I'll let you guys go for do whatever you want.
Yes.
Saturday from 7 to 9 p.m. All of the members, I believe, of R Theta are competing in the cosplay catwalk. So if you're at Ramen Con, look for Shad in his N7, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, Shad in his N7. Me and Kamal doing what we do with the robot, and
fighting robot.
my best friend Alex, who is going to be doing Bulma. I don't know if she's competing or not, but she has a really cute Bulma cosplay. And if you see her at Ramen Con, she has a really cool dragon radar, and you should tell her that she looks awesome because she's a great cosplayer and she deserves to hear it more.
Well,
She's
Asuka,
also-
I will be counting on you to take lots of pictures from Ramen Con.
Poison
Ivy?
Ivy. She can compete that. I
Oh,
don't know.
cool. Oh, also Chad has Hawkeye too, so that's gonna be cool. But
Yeah, we want pictures.
I expect to see pictures.
Yeah, there will be.
I want to see them on the site. Take them, share them, and I will put them on the site because I have that power.
cool.
All
right. What more do we have to say?
Well, we obviously we need to ask. Let's ask the fans. Where do you want us to go? Because we want to see you guys, and we want to talk Ava with as many fans as possible. We've already done Anime Central. We've done Anime Iowa. We're doing Ramen Con. We've done Karoshi Con. We've done what else have we done?
We're gonna go to Colossal Con. Our Theta is.
There we go.
I'm debating whether or
We're
not
going to Collision Con.
I'm debating whether or not to go to MetaCon next month in Minneapolis.
I want to go to AX.
I don't know. Yeah, I want to do AX.
Yeah, I want to do OhioCon because I know we have a very strong contingent of the site over there, and I would love to go see some of them.
No, nobody.
Not what?
OH.
No.
Ohio.
No.
OH.
No.
Wait, what kind are we talking about?
Oscar, I'm legally forbidden from doing that as a student at the University of Iowa.
Wait, wait, I've missed something here. What
I think that's Ohio State's battle cry.
That is Ohio State's battle cry, and I refuse, and I will not do anything for those fucks.
Though considering my stone cold hatred of the University of Michigan, I can kind of get behind it.
Oh, I hate Ohio State more than I hate Michigan.
We don't have a football team, and I'm not allowed to like anything about UC, so I picked Ohio State.
God!
I would like to take this moment to point out that my alma mater, Northern Illinois University, took out a full-page ad in Chicago's
Kicked the shit out of Northwestern. Kicked the shit out of Northwestern.
We beat Northwestern, and then we called out University of Illinois.
Oh yeah, call out Illinois. Ooh, that's so mean. Oh, ooh.
Well, we're just working our way up the list. First it was Purdue, then it was Northwestern, U of I.
Shut up.
All right. This has been the Ava podcast. This has been the Dummy Plug podcast.
All right. Anyway, let's wrap this thing up. So, yes, we want to hear from all the fans. Obviously, visit us on the site at rebuildofevangelion.org, and also email this podcast at email us dummyplugpodcast@gmail.com.
Tell us what you want to talk about. What? Talk to us about things.
Yeah.
Give us topics.
Yes, give us topics. To ask, suggest things that we should talk about.
Do it and we'll shout you out.
Suggest people that we should talk to. We'd like, maybe we can get a hold of some special guests or something. Speaking of which, in the very near future, as soon as, editing work is done, expect a very special bonus episode of this podcast that I conducted with our good friend Hardcore Hunter, who's been on the podcast, as well as my good friend and wonderful, wonderful contributor to this podcast. He did the logos for this, Gyron. We'll be discussing their comic, Bleach Happy to Serve You. So I would love to, I want you guys to check that out, and hopefully you guys will have some more stuff to talk about in regards to that. So, anyway.
Cool.
Has anybody got anything else they want to plug while we're here?
No, not really. What would I
plug suit? Goodbye.
What would I have to plug?
A suit.
I don't know. You guys do stuff.
Somebody laugh at that joke.
I go to school and I go to work and I do this. That's it.
Plug tacos.
Oh yeah, our Theta. Check out our
yeah, about that. I no longer work for them.
Oops. Check out our Theta on Facebook.
Time.
Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, check out our Theta on Facebook. Iowa.
Don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to Iowa's life mishaps. Like our Theta on Facebook. We're happy.
With that bombshell.
Yeah, and on that bombshell.
Bum. Okay, I gotta go.
For next episode.
Next time on the podcast.
Same bat time, same bat channel, true believers.
All right, for the Dummy Plug podcast, I am Gainer79. Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time. Peace out.
Good night and good luck.